Good morning. It's Sunday. It's the Lord's Day, and it's the 2nd of November. And our reading is from Matthew 6:31, 32. So then don't worry saying what we eat or what we drink or what we wear. For the unconverted pursue these things, and your heavenly Father knows that you need them. This isn't about the fact that he necessarily meets all our material needs. This is about perspective. And we've looked at this verse in the past or in another gospel, the same concept. But it's about perspective. In other words, it's about looking to the things of God, to who he'd have us be, to what he calls us to do, knowing that he's watching over our lives and trusting him for them. It's not about saying, oh, just be forgetting everything and unreasonable. It's not saying don't plan for tomorrow. If the Lord's put you in a position where you have resources, then plan and use them properly, praying to him on how you should use it. But what it's saying is that's not to be the center of your life. That's not to be obsessing. So therefore that you don't worry about what's going on. Instead, you trust God for the circumstances of your life. And that's where you keep your primary focus. We worry or become anxious when we are focused on the negative. This is saying reframe your perspective and look at the things of God and then deal with the other stuff as you need to deal with them, but don't be overwhelmed by them because God knows what you need. He's taking care of you. He'll provide. He'll fulfill your needs, but he gets to define what they are because first and foremost, he's concerned for our spiritual growth and for our spiritual well-being. It sort of flows out of what I was talking about yesterday. So it's always comes back to a matter of perspective, to keep our eyes on the Lord, who he wants us to be, and who he calls us to be, and what he calls us to do for him. And then deal with the other things, independency on him as they arise, but don't become obsessed. And that way, you will find actually freedom to be who God's called you to be, and a certain amount of freedom from the worries of life. What a blessing that is. So, I hope you have a blessed Lord's Day. I hope you share it with other believers, and I'll see you again tomorrow.